Hey guys, so this is my newest little pickup here. It's a Baofeng UV-82. It was $27, I believe, on Amazon. Um, I I did not prior to this. I did not have a portable uh, transceiver. I have an ICOM in my truck, but uh, I haven't done a video on that one yet. I keep meaning to. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So I was looking for something a little bit cheaper that I could use, not in the truck, basically. So doesn't really get much cheaper than these radios. There's also the UV5R, but I uh, I very much preferred the look of the 82 to the 5. So I ordered it. It was Amazon Prime, uh, 2 days, free shipping. I got this microphone. It is not a well. We'll get into that. I got the radio, the microphone, and the programming cable for $38 total, which you're not going to find anything much cheaper than that. So first, we're going to take a look at the radio itself. Now, the radio itself looks and feels a lot like a commercial radio. It I've used Kenwoods before, and it feels very similar. The Kenwood actually is probably a little bit heavier, but dimension-wise, about the same. I am using the stock antenna. I've heard people have complaints about using this antenna. I really don't. I don't really understand. I mean, I don't know if they changed antenna models or something with the newer ones, but yeah, I have no problems with it. As I was talking about earlier, this has the focus. There we go. It has dual push to talk. You have two banks, A and B, on the screen. You'll see on top is A, on bottom is B. So you can use either one, and then on the side you've got the F button, which turns on the FM radio.
Scanning stop. 18.
This is one. There we go.
All night long, right here. EMT after midnight with Cody Allen.
So yeah, it does that. And then on the side there's this M button, which if you hold it down is monitor, but if you just press it, it turns on the flashlight, which also flashes. That's one of those things that I know a lot of people would rather have a channel selector knob on top as opposed to using these buttons here. I kind of like having the flashlight. It's one of those things that you don't really know how handy it's going to be until you need to use it. But yeah, menu button. I'm not going to go through too much of the programming stuff because I did use software for it. I used Chirp. I did not use what came with it. The cable I got was $6. It wasn't the $20 one. It does have the prolific chip in it, but it was not counterfeit, the best I could tell. It did take the standard prolific driver that I installed on it. And then up top it's got two indicator lights, one for transmit, one for receive. I just pointed at those opposite. That one's receive, that one's transmit. And then you've got, like on most commercial radios, you've got the volume controller. On the side here, you have a cover that, trying to do this one hand, here we go. That's where the programming cable and the microphone slash speaker goes. It does have a belt clip. It has the removable battery on it.
Purple 2 is leaving the quad southbound to the gate.
Came with the drop-in charger. It's over there. Charged it overnight. Charged it just fine. I don't know why. I don't know if it'll show up on the video or not. It shows that the display is purple backlit. It's set to blue, so I'm not really sure why it's doing that. Might just be the color filtering. So one of the things you have to be careful with careful with these radios about is they are designed to transmit on anything they can receive, from the 130s up through the whole VHF band up into the 170s, and then the 400s and the 500s. So what I recommend doing, I don't know if you can do it in the regular software, is disabling transmit on anything that you aren't licensed for. And these are not MERS or GMRS or FRS type accepted, so you can't even use them on those. So if you were going to program those frequencies in, I would disable the transmit, unless, you know, are you really going to get caught transmitting with 1 watt with a non-type accepted radio on FRS? Probably not, but you know. There's also differences in channel spacing and things like that. But to disable the transmit, you just go in through. I can pull up my setup that I have in the radio right now for where I am. The problem, I can't really do a functional demonstration of this radio because the nearest repeater to me is not very close, but okay. So this is Chirp, and I am using this on a Mac. The cable is compatible with it, and if you look at that where it says duplex, if you select it to off, that will disable your transmit. And then obviously for the ham frequencies, I have my offset and all of that set up. So yeah, that's how you do that. So I guess we'll let's see how it sounds on the air. Alright, so I've got my RTL SDR running on the 70 centimeter calling channel, which is what we're going to use. So I've got a radio here. Now, like I said, this is a dual push-to-talk radio. I do not have a dual push-to-talk speaker. I didn't need one because I'm not going to be really using this radio to transmit on 2 different frequencies in a short amount of time. So it should be noted, if you use one with a single push-to-talk, it will default transmit on band B. So if my phone can manage to focus on that, there we go. You can see on the bottom there I've got 70 centimeter call as a channel preset. So we're gonna key up on this radio. There I am. What's up? I'll see if I can get a good angle here. I'm also going to record this audio, so I'll put it into the video and see how this thing sounds on the air. If I can find the microphone here. There we go. I have some interference on 440 today. I'm not exactly clear on why. But, that's what we got. KD9GOL testing. So we had a little bit of interference because I have the volume on that too high. But we could try it again here in a little bit. But yeah, one thing I do like about this radio, it's got the indicator light like a professional radio would. And I have it set so that the backlight, normally if I just hit a button, is blue. Now it's actually showing up as blue. Go figure. And if it's receiving something, it'll turn orange, which I like that difference. So let me real quick.
Power.
Let's switch
Confirm.
to low power here, and let's try running that test again. Let me mute the speakers there. Okay. So just to give you an idea, I'll unplug the microphone here.
Up into the quad.
And we use the radio mic here. So again, my 70 centimeter call is on the bottom band, so I'm going to use the bottom push to talk. Again, so let me.
9,
There's a lot of interference there, so we'll.
8, 7.
Okay. Alright, see what it sounds like. KD9 GOL testing. KD9 GOL. KD9 GOL testing. KD9 GOL. I just realized I said I was going to show that light coming on. Oh well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I do want to demonstrate here. I'll just
1, 2, 5.
yeah, I've got the weather channels programmed in.
1, 1, 2.
Switch to that.
6.
Okay, we'll switch. This is a public works frequency for Macomb, which is about 20 miles away.
Menu.
If I switch to,
Power.
I'll switch it to low power,
Confirm.
just to make sure I'm not going to hit it, but I won't anyway. So if you set that offset to off, when you key up, or if you accidentally key up or whatever, you'll just get a, it's not going to do anything. And just to confirm that it doesn't work, let's get up here and go to, I'm sure my finger's in the way, but or the lamp. 1541. Alright. And then I'm gonna key up. Nothing. So that's a good way. You can also totally disable VHF and UHF transmit. But since I am licensed, I don't want to turn that off for the ham bands, because I do want to use VFO mode sometimes. But one thing I should note, if you want to switch from VFO to memory mode, you have to turn the radio off, hold down, let's see if I can do it with one hand, hold down menu, and turn the radio on.
Frequency mode.
And now you're in VFO mode. And then to switch back, turn it off. This is not easy with one hand.
Channel mode.
And that's it. So yeah, hopefully that audio turned out, and yeah, that's my yeah. I don't want this to be a review, and don't flood my comments with questions on how to program it, because there's better sources for that. But yeah, this so far I'm pretty happy with it. It's a nice little radio. It's got a good feel to it. It's got real good sensitivity. On VHF, it's actually better right now than my Pro 197 scanner with a good antenna on it too. So yeah, that's my UV-82. I'll try here pretty soon to get a video with my ICOM done. Maybe try and get something with both of these working. But yeah, that's my Baofeng UV-82, and if you're looking for a cheap entry-level HT, I so far at least would recommend it. And yeah, I'll be trying to do more of these videos in the future, and thanks for watching. See ya.